2 years ago, when I watched MrBeast's interview, he was talking about the secrets of a YouTube algorithm. I thought he was some genius kid who had become a successful YouTuber. But when I did research, I realized that Jimmy Donaldson is a very ordinary kid like us, who, through his passion for learning and working 18 to 18 hours a day, became the most successful YouTuber in the world today. In this video, we will see the aspect of MrBeast's life that very few people know. At that time, he was struggling alone. Watch till the end, friends. This video will ignite the passion to achieve something in you. Our journey begins in 2013, when instead of sleep, self-doubt used to take over. It is 2 a.m., but Jimmy's eyes are wide open. He has been making videos on YouTube for a year, but the growth is almost zero. Even today's video got only 15 views. Jimmy says, "At that time, I fought self-doubt every night. I thought that after so much hard work, I am not going anywhere. Was I not made for YouTube?" After this, Jimmy did what we don't. He outworked his doubts. He started analyzing his weaknesses and fixing them. He stayed up late at night, replaying his videos, noting anything that seemed boring or stupid. One by one, he changed things, first thumbnails, then titles, then editing. Nothing changed in a single night, but gradually the videos began to perform better. After a year and a half of effort, he reached almost 8,000 subscribers. Friends, a channel of 8,000 may seem like small growth, but the real thing was that Jimmy had learned the habit of fixing his own weaknesses alone at a young age. Jimmy says, "I began to feel that if I keep at it every day, one day this will surely click." Most of us do the opposite. When something doesn't work or we fail, we avoid the pain of analyzing our mistakes. We don't face failure. If someone points out a mistake, our ego feels bad. But Jimmy learned at a very young age to turn mistakes into fuel for hard work. He learned to outwork self-doubt and negativity. Thus, the journey of Jimmy becoming MrBeast had begun. But then another obstacle came. 15-year-old Jimmy suddenly became sick. Along with his hands and feet, he had severe pain in his stomach. Doctors told him he had Crohn's disease, in which inflammation stays inside the intestines and food doesn't stay in the stomach. Jimmy had to go to the bathroom 10 to 15 times a day. His appetite decreased. In just a few days, Jimmy's weight was halved. He became so weak that he was on complete bed rest. He had to give up school, YouTube, and his favorite sport, baseball. Treatment continued for several weeks. Finally, a medicine showed effect. In 8 weeks, Jimmy's health began to improve. Friends, often in the most difficult times, we realize what matters most in our life. The same happened with Jimmy. He felt that although he couldn't do many things, what hurt him most was not making videos. Jimmy says, "At that time, I realized how much YouTube mattered to me." As soon as he recovered, Jimmy made a promise to himself. "I will go all in for my dreams." He put all the energy he had into YouTube. He would not run away from difficult and hardworking videos. From now on, YouTube was no longer a hobby, but a purpose. After this, Jimmy started making different types of videos and experimenting. Friends noticed that Jimmy was still not fully recovered. But Jimmy stopped complaining about fatigue, weakness, and how hard YouTube was. After going all in, he didn't make excuses from pain, but accepted the struggle. The result was that the channel grew from 8,000 to 300,000 subscribers. By this time, Jimmy had also finished high school. As soon as school ended, his mother made a condition: either go to college or leave the house. Out of necessity, Jimmy went to college, but left within 2 weeks, and his mother, keeping her word, kicked him out of the house. At this time, Jimmy was earning $100 to $200 a month from YouTube, around $250 per day. A friend gave him a room to stay. In that room, there was a mattress on the floor and a computer on a table. For some time, Jimmy survived only on bread and noodles. At this time, Jimmy's friends were either in college or working, and 17-year-old Jimmy sat alone in front of the computer. He was under a lot of pressure. His mind wondered, will I end up a loser and alone? At this time, was it luck or the result of relentless hard work? Jimmy says, "I found 4 crazies on an online forum. 3 were college dropouts, and 1 had quit a job. All had small channels, and all had the same passion to understand the YouTube algorithm. For the first time, Jimmy felt he was not alone in this fight. There were people like him who wanted to learn the science of going viral. After this began 1,000 days of hyper-study, studying every small detail of YouTube. Their day started with a Skype meeting at 7 a.m. Jimmy and the four crazies discussed trends, videos, and analytics. Pacing, lighting, editing, every detail mattered. The meeting ran from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. At night, Jimmy revised notes until 10 p.m. and implemented ideas. Every insight was immediately put into action. When thumbnails were discussed, Jimmy stayed awake 12 hours, took photos of many facial expressions, and tested them with different backgrounds to get the best effect. No second in the video was allowed where a viewer wanted to skip. This goal was applied in every video. After 1,000 days of madness, commitment, and extreme effort, in 2 years, he went from 300 subscribers to 5 million. MrBeast also made a video counting to 100,000, counting continuously for 40 hours, then editing it into a 24-hour video and posting it. This video went viral, and Jimmy's mantra became, outwork and outlearn. After 1,000 days, Jimmy understood. If you work the most and learn the most, you can turn nothing into something. But with success came pressure. Every video had to be better than the last. There was pressure from copycats. But Jimmy found a solution. Work at such a large scale that copying becomes nearly impossible. Jimmy's focus shifted from being number one to having a craftsman mindset, challenging himself with creativity and new ideas every time. Competing with others was no longer the goal. Competing with his past videos was. This mindset converts fear, anxiety, and pressure into inspiration, ideas, and motivation. Friends, take 3 things from this video. Go all in. Life is struggle. Sometimes you must do more than necessary. Jimmy didn't make excuses for fatigue and weakness, but accepted the struggle. Long-term obsession, passion. Keep learning every day, keep getting better. Work and learn the most, and turn nothing into something. Outwork failure and self-doubt. You can only erase self-doubt through determination and hard work. Keep working on your weaknesses, even a little, but keep improving. Soon, you will free yourself from weakness and complaints. If you want to make hard work an addiction, so your brain automatically does difficult tasks, watch the dopamine detox video. Remember, no video, app, or news is more valuable than your time. I will keep bringing stories of work, courage, action, intelligence. We will win.